Linux. Linux is a company whose value proposal is many companies speak through IT. We started in 2003, and for this year we're going to end up selling $1.6 million in sales and 55 employees. This is not some sort of sales forecast. We have actually closed these deals yesterday with additional funding from the government, so we're really, really glad to share this with you guys, and we think it's a very good opportunity for everyone to make this movie here, right? Okay. I mean, our first slide, they actually don't see the slides, right? Or they do? They don't? You don't see our slides, right? Oh, great. All right. So let's talk about the client market. We're actually focused on the clients that are actually competing with costs. Everyone's competing right now with costs. Everyone thinks that the only thing that they can do to innovate is just lower costs. And so we're wondering, hey, if everyone's competing over there, why can we compete on the other side of the market, which is create value, right? I mean, how much cost can you cut? If you go all the way down to zero and give it for free, people will still say, hey, I want more, right? So, for what? More value. So, that's why we focus on that. We develop a proprietary technology in which we focus on the consumption chain. This is the consumption chain. We also call it the chain of pain, you know. There's these voodoo dolls flying over there. And every time someone wants to buy something, has got to go through all this chain. He's got to be aware of the need that he's got to buy something, search for that provider, afterwards select that provider, and that's about the rest of the chain, right? So if we focus all our technology in innovating in one of those chains. The most important thing in here is that we all go through that. So there's actually no small and medium enterprise that doesn't live this. Okay? And so that's why we developed the camp. We call it actually the innovation camp, which is our way to add more value to the custom development of software into the market, right? So we can actually help you right now with our proprietary technology to find out where are the points in which you can innovate and add a bit more of price and be paid for it, right? Instead of just cutting costs. I think that sounds quite interesting, and it works like magic. It's really, really cool. We have just access to usually we have access to the man, who's the guy with the money, authority, and need. He's usually the owner of the SME, the small and medium enterprise. We're focused on that market, on that niche. And we're also focusing on people that have been just competing again with prices, right? And actually, it has got to be someone that doesn't have a policy in open source, because all our proprietary technology is based on open source. So we don't ask them to pay for licenses and all that jazz that's usually paid in the software industry, right? And we're also programming on Linux, so you all know what open source is, right? And someone that can invest a bit like $4,000 in 4 months can have the first tryout of our technology and the first application that will help them out to find if this innovation strategy is the one that they are searching for. I mean, $4,000 for 4 months. We're having a huge success right here in Mexico. We're wondering what would we be able to have in the States? Okay, I know it's a huge market and there's a lot of people competing, but let's check out who's competing over there. We've got a table here in which we present what we're doing. Our value proposal somehow is similar to IBM's. Right, IBM guys, you know, big blue there, they're like huge, they have got this huge structure to deal with, and we're just 16 guys over here right now. 55 by the end of the year. I mean, we have to close that deal. But we're focusing on a different market. IBM actually goes for the huge clients that can pay millions of dollars, and they're forgetting about the SMEs, right, the small and medium enterprises. What we're portraying here is the substitutes, I mean, the company that will be substitute for the value proposal that we have got in Linux. And the potential competitors are also the fresh grads. Someone that can program something tailored, right? Something that would be made just for yourself. But he doesn't have CMMI and all the certifications that we got. He doesn't got a team working on that. It's just one guy do it all kind of thing, right? And we're differentiating, with what we're differentiating differentiating our company, basically these 7 points. We got a proprietary technology we have developed in order to do things faster. Even our project management software helps us to monitor and control and innovate in the same process. We got certified people in operations. We have got EMI level 2, just like the first level that you got to attain. And we got one thing that's really differentiating us from even the fresh grads is we got a real-time quote. What does that mean? After the camp, which is usually a 4 hours to an 8 hour camp, we can give them a quote right away. And you can tell me, who gives you a quote for a specific new application to be programmed in your company in just 8 hours? It's almost impossible, but we can do it. And as I said before, it works like magic. And I'm not going to do this for right now, but it should like to an internet so you can live it. And you experience, but it's really, really, really cool.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. Then the rest is a lot of customer involvement in the development of the application. It's not just an out-of-the-box application. And we are developing what we call an innovation base somehow, knowledge innovation base. We call it the KIB. Which is another way to portray what we're doing right now with some business models that we're changing with our applications. This is the timeline of the company, which we started operations in 2003. In 2006, we received the CMMI rating. In 2007, we did the Innovation Camp debut. Right, it was great, and somehow it's being noticed right now in our results. For 2008, we wanted to have the innovation camps in the States. And 2009, started developing or getting some funding for our proprietary products for selling them. And in 2012, having the CMM 5, right, which is the most advanced certification in the model that we can get. What about the team? Right now in operation, we have got Gonzalez, in development we got Romero, in international business we got Magno, in marketing you got me, guys. So you got our CEO here, taking again all the problems in his back, and a lot of advisors from Portugal, because we're part of a consortium also. We have got an advisory board composed of the most successful entrepreneurs here in Guadalajara that are actually selling in Brazil and in the States already, and they're helping us out to make this happen. And what about the infrastructure in the associate terms, in the strategic partnerships? We're right now working with Rim, BlackBerry, right? We're making the e-invoice and the Panicle, which is a project, an innovation project that's going to be embedded in the new BlackBerries that are going to come out for Mexico. For Intel, they actually came to us searching for innovation, and they brought us this classmate PC, which is a new design for PCs, in which they want us to make some software innovations too. Quantum, which is Canadian industry, we have got also a bit of Canadian capital over there in one of our companies, and that gives us access to the Canadian market and a lot of technology transfer. And we're the funding somehow because we are also part of the Portuguese consortium that's being helped out by the government and all the know-how of the people that actually practice it. And to finish the presentation, we've got the outlook, and we're wrapping up everything in here. If somehow we can work out together, or maybe if we don't, somehow we have just planned to have this line, for this first year, we want to know a bit more of the market, and we're sending Magno away. He's actually living over there in Austin. So we're scouting out right now how the market's going to be, and we're, well, incurring those costs also, even without being helped out. And we can establish Magno over there. We want at least one contract over there, so we can search and find out if we can make this happen over there in the biggest market of the world. In year number 2, we would like to establish the accounts with the small and medium enterprises over there, just like an establishment, a formal establishment. For the 3rd year, we would like to position local accounts, maybe in other states, maybe in other parts. And for the 4th year, to start pushing out our proprietary products, not just designing an application for someone else. By that time, we can assure you that our knowledge innovation base is going to be like a bit healthier and wealthier. And that's it, you guys. Did I finish on that? Good.
10 minutes, 11 seconds.
I know she did. All right, I was being appreciated by
I have a question for you.
All right.
What do you say?
What do we sell? We actually sell, we're selling right now an experience for you to develop an application, a tailored software for your company with which you can innovate. That's what we're selling. For the normal term that you're used to, we're programming software at your size, but a tailored software. We've got a team and a method to make that happen in time. No, we don't have a product. We don't sell products. We sell an experience, a service.
My question is because not too much on yourself. Your presentation, a lot of slides, and never says that you sell a little bit of yourself. So when you want to do very clear about yourself. You need to make business to this kind of presentation after 10 or 11 times. For me, as a new manager, it was no. Like because I don't know how you say it. How you say it? How do you want to say it? It's a software, it's a hardware, it's a product, it's a service.
Yeah.
My first advice here is you need to do it. You know, I have my name, my company, and I get this. And then the rest of the thing.
Great.
You need to do it for me. So when you are service, you run a service, you are a software factory.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are a software factory and you present to sell services.
Yeah.
Tell me that. Okay. Good. Okay, that's good for me. Yeah. Second one, my
you would like to see it, or what was that? Yeah.
So it's very important to put your name inside the chart and to highlight all of the advantages that you think you have over your competitors. That's my advice over there. My second point is, if we see when it says differentiation advantage, product technology, I don't really sure if this is an advantage or not. Maybe some of me are issues. Sometimes in whatever, many companies, many are competitors will be certified in whatever. And the very certified also. We have some skills, many companies looking for you to explain what we are IoT. Customer involvement is you are serving a company and you do not get involved in the customer as a business, so not a competitor, but if you are a customer,
How would you?
And the first thing you need to do is to have a very serious and deep research of the computer in electrical and instrumentation. As you know about the computer, you are able to see this to be by a high level student courses that you have available. I put a lesson in chat. What is it? The computer is very active in a very way. So that's my computer. The difference instead of the computer to use my apparel. Okay? So, looking at my thought, I have a computer chat and use management tools like this.
Yeah. I just have one question before going to the management team. What would you call it differentiation advantage then? If none of those points are, would you please give me one example of what would be yes, that's one? No, of any company.
You are a company that is something like different from your competitors. If you are a company that are in the industry of building cars, we also, another people also, and you are the only one that including the account. That is very difficult because with the context of the because the rest of the people do not include this car. So, the first advantage is what we have to do from the computer that makes a real positive impact to the business, to the customer business. That's a great advantage. The other thing to be specific to the features, characteristics of the product that they are doing in the company. Here is your management team. Let me say something about this specific level. When we're talking about the knowledge innovation banks and the technology of the value applications, if you tell us how that works, and what is something that cannot do, that's what we have capacity about. If you are able to have a meeting with a people for hours and give them the best of the process for an application development and feature some cases that say, and what I have done with these companies and that companies have written about 1 million application a day and saving money or touching product economy, work at home, service at home, that is really a competitive advantage.
So are you advising me to put it over in the presentation that's meant for this time also?
Very important management team. The management team should be very good even if the product or service is not as good as they think it are. But if the management team is not strong or deep down, the company is going to have really hard times here. I don't know if you are a balanced team or not balanced team. I don't know everything because only the one here of the people. It's very important to put on average by team operation or whatever operation, background at different values. That is expertise, whether it's study, that master degree or whatever. It's very important that let us know how strong, how well prepared, how deep or how technical is the management. You might find out advice for you in this sense.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Is Scorpio on? The other guy? Adolfo? Thank you, Adolfo.
The point that I can see in graduation is, during a company you say that open source could be nice. I don't see why open source is nice. You never talk about what is the advantage for the customer that you use or not use open source. That is really a marketing presentation. I never got what are the ideas that you want to create. You say, okay, nobody against open source and so on. If you have a process and you are going to be doing application development to have a good position in a company, show that it's a very simple way. And we will how to compare how to compete with the companies that are into your side.
Okay. So it would be like a cost comparison. If we would use, for example, .NET, Microsoft platform to develop, that would cost us this. Since we're using open source, it's costing us that, and we're not transferring those costs to our customers. So that's what you're telling me?
No,
Okay, so how do we do it then? Great. Okay.
¿Tienes alguna evidencia o referencia que puedas compartir del uso de Innocam con algún cliente aquí?
Yes.
¿Son clientes relevantes?
Yeah, it would be interesting for you. I mean, you can actually see it. Some parts of the camp are actually on YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com/InnoCamp, you can see parts of how we do that experience.
Who are these clients?
This client, for example, which is one of the major financiers of luxury cars here at Guadalajara.
What kind of application do you make for them?
Yeah, we're actually
for them.
all right. For example, right now, a financing company like Bayers actually works out at least with 11 people. Part of the challenges were to do it with 4 guys and automatize the fact of deciding how much risk are we having with this certain client without involving too much time from our people or specialists. So we took like 7 guys away from the equation, and we made the software do what those guys did, which is evaluate the risk of this guy for not paying us what he should pay for the financing of this luxury car. And we actually made it with lights, red light, green light, and yellow light, according to the answers that he actually goes through when he fills the system. And that's really cool because he just took out 7 people away from that equation, which means salary that on an annual basis goes around to a lot. I mean, the return of investment for that application was great. And we've been working for him for 3 years now? 3 years now developing new applications in other parts of the consumption chain. Very interesting. And we don't have right now how much that actually just saves them in cost. But we can certainly tell you that there's no one whose risk of being a client is being monitored by a system in another financing company of his category. And, well, that's what's on the top of the pyramid. That's why he keeps on working with us.
So you actually sell custom-made solutions.
You're right.
To companies which are developed on open source platforms, and well,
You got it.
you have to do whatever it takes to make a solution. So you have to be very open while describing your business.
Yeah.
But perhaps you we
like a business case, right?
You are obviously a successful company, and you are obviously making money. When you present this in such a blurred way, this is the impression that we don't know what to tell them. When you can actually say, well, we're a handsome company, we have developed this and this solutions, and we have saved them this much.
You're totally right. I promise you I won't look for the first slide in the presentation, our value proposal. We're actually a software company. We develop tailored applications to take advantage of an innovation opportunity that's living that company right now.
And not only that, we help you identify where you can
Innovate. Oh God, can you repeat that? Or did someone understand?
The thing that I'm saying that a lot of businesses, the majority of the companies that do custom applications and other services, you know the purpose. If we're talking about doing software applications, applications very specialized into productivity, and you need to know in which field they're going to do innovation.
Well,
It's not the same thing that you go to a company that is a retailer, or a company that is selling distributing medical devices, or a company that is manufacturing products.
well, here's the problem. Maybe just a bit more as ideal, the company. We're specialists in the process of doing this innovation happening and programming that application. That's why we're not focused on productivity innovations, because we somehow do also applications that just give an emotional benefit. They don't give any productivity.
Yes, but the general consumer consultant that are software developers. And the one of the position we can explain very clearly what you do. If you are going to have to do innovations in the company, then the consulting services are pretty very available. They don't explain very much. But if you say, I need to do the relation of the innovation, and then I'm going to do the implementation, from the business point of view, it's happening because you need to be very expert in the innovation of the company, how to do innovation because you know the company, you know the final company. They are good. If I go to do the implementation, that's completely different.
The problem is that we actually do both. If you ask me what's the core competency right now, well, the core was we make wonderful software, but everyone does. And now the core is being transferred to we add more value through this consulting service, or we're just making our sales guys be a bit more like consultants, but the core business is still doing the software, doing the application. I mean, that's a deliverable. We don't deliver a manual. We don't deliver just the consultant thing. We just deliver a finished product working out and a solution that somehow, sometimes, for some of our clients, that it even models their business. The whole business model. It's changed because of the software. And, well, you tell me, you're a consultancy. No. You use consultants to add more value to the process of making the software. Yeah, you got it. Maybe we're developing consultants. But somehow we're just skilling the job.
But in fact, custom applications is very hard, and they are good in communicating, but in doing analysis of the company. If you do analysis, you need a different skill than if you do the program.
So you're telling me that we cannot have both?
No, you can do it, but you can do it. Even I know that it's hard to do that.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to have some knowledge and you want to transfer in a software package, you can do it very easily because the package of the software contains the knowledge that you have of the application. But if you say, But if the application that workers will be doing is a customer application, that means you can make knowledge and the ability to create knowledge to serve the company is our support.
Okay, so that's the con, what the proposal.
But the proposal is immediately deploy a lot of knowledge and work on the executive services. If you have a process as defined the conduct for this program, about working into the software development, that's another program and you focus into consultancy and strategic planning. But there are some of the areas and you need to multiply where you work in work.
Well, that would be just like competing in the same niche, isn't it? I mean, there are a lot of people, just software factories, for example, in India, would be exactly the same as they are. Maybe we would be selling kits instead of selling solutions.
Well, in order to sell solutions, there is a solution. And the solution is the solution. I know how to automate automation tools, SSP, the Mexican economy. That is the solution. And you could have a solution for that thing. Or if you have a solution how to schedule the center organization, that you build a solution for the center organization. But the agreement of personality is not the president. Okay?
Yep. Thank you. Do you want me to put another slide? Someone else? Kurt? Other questions? What are we looking for? Support. I mean, we're looking for some kind of support in which we maybe can be helped out. I don't know in which way. Maybe being there in Austin, helping out our people with consultants, contacts, links, all the networking that we can have. Maybe clients, why not, that are searching for some kind of opportunity to innovate. Or if they come over with their innovation proposal already defined in the mind, maybe we can program it for them.
¿Tienes un producto propio para elaborar aplicaciones con el cual haces estas soluciones que te facilitan las soluciones a la red?
Yes. In the part of design, yes. It's somehow, it's not a software thing, it's a method. It's actually, it's a process. It's a process that's being done at the start of the design of the software.
Como recomendación, o sea, si yo fuera una distribuidora y hubiera hecho una licitación del desarrollo, con la presentación no me quedaría claro por qué tengo que contratar a ti, no otro desarrollador. Entonces, en ese sentido, yo les recomiendo que pasen a la siguiente ronda, traten de dar, a lo mejor ser menos dramáticos en la presentación y sí dar datos más duros y como que yo vea así muy claro por qué un desarrollo de la medida contigo es más claro, por qué puedo ir viendo los avances con el proceso, o sea, ¿por qué realmente te voy a creer que esto lo vas a hacer en 3 semanas cuando otros me lo van a hacer en 3 meses? Porque muchas veces digo, yo me la creo, no me lo va a hacer en 3 semanas, no, porque me lo diga. O sea, tienes que dar algún tipo de confianza. Tú tienes que tener confianza a la hora de vender desarrollos a la medida y en ese sentido no lo veo en la presentación porque manejas conceptos y cosas extremadamente ambiguas. Entonces, cuando es tan ambiguo, pues no me la creo. O sea, vuelvo al escéptico y no me la creo.
Sí, una cosa, bueno, aquí en la presentación igual no se ve, pero si ustedes vinieran como clientes a participar en un campamento, ya salen con una cotización fija de tiempo y de precio, y 2, ya salen con una idea. Muchas veces llegan sin idea, yo quiero elaborar mi compañía y llevo haciendo lo mismo 5 años, y el precio, ya tengo los 5 objetivos que estoy viendo yo, a través del método y del proceso, ellos ya se van de nuestro campamento con una idea, con una solución tecnológica, que nosotros podemos desarrollar con un precio, cómo se va a hacer y en qué tiempo se va a entregar.
Incluso una tabla en la que la mitad de la vida es vacía, pues mejor quítala. Porque realmente es muy difícil de leer.
Enfocar más un poquito en lo que es la metodología, ponerla más aquí para que ustedes entiendan.
Pues
Más claro, sí.
Sí, claro.
Pero bueno, la verdad es que veníamos a una presentación de 10 minutos, ¿no? O sea, es
A lo mejor eso es lo que dice
en 10 minutos explicar cómo hacemos las cosas.
Y bueno, también eso es otra cosa.
Sería interesante, porque bueno,
Te voy a decir mi opinión, no quiero decir que mi opinión valga. En este tipo de presentaciones tan de negocio y con gente que es al pan y al vino vino, por eso te decía, a lo mejor menos dramática, no es que sea simpática con el muñequito del vudú a lo mejor, sino ir muy al clavo de manera muy precisa, porque la verdad, si yo tengo que decidir a quién voy a contratar para que me haga el software, yo voy en un plan muy serio. Yo tengo que decir la verdad, me había hecho de otra manera en otro lugar. Entonces, sí hay que tener claro que no es lo mismo una presentación de un conferencista motivacional donde le meten a 5.000 gente en un auditorio que tiene que levantar vistas para que la gente no se duerma en las 2 horas de conferencia. A una presentación de 10 minutos voy.
Hay que tener o sea,
Sí. Porque es una audiencia diferente. O sea, nosotros no somos la audiencia que vamos a decidir. Nosotros nada más damos recomendaciones y tips para que puedan hacer presentaciones más efectivas en este tipo de auditorio.
puede ser igual colorida, padre, pero muy enfocada a los datos duros, ¿no? De soporte de la empresa, digo. Que realmente veamos ahí todo lo que ustedes tienen de bueno, ¿no?
Para no generar desesperación en la audiencia, porque digo, ¿cómo me vamos a explicar qué cosas innovadoras? O sea,
yo creo que puedo llegar a una vez más a los empresarios muy dinámica en el sentido muy efectiva en cuanto a captar mi atención. Pero una vez que captaste mi atención, empiezo a buscar los datos y empiezo a todos los datos. Hasta ahí yo ¿qué me está dando? Siendo que evidentemente además si es una solución o si tú vendes soluciones innovadoras de una manera yo tendría que haber quedado atrapado inmediatamente. Tienes razón, es una presentación muy corta, pero por eso
ya tengo que poner
no tienes que explicarme. O sea, yo con ver en 2 segundos leerlo, me voy a esperar a explicar qué es lo que ustedes tienen. Digo, evidentemente les funciona, pero sí, vale la pena.
Muchas gracias por la pregunta y la respuesta.